Well, violent crimes are skyrocketing in Denver right now, and we know more needs to be done about it.
So today, Mayor Michael Hancock unveiled an ambitious plan to address the rising crime and security concerns. Our Sean Boyd took a closer look. Sean, this involves a lot of resources and a lot of agencies.
Jim, the mayor's budget called for nearly $25 million in new public safety spending this year on everything from youth violence prevention to safety grants for businesses and an expansion of the city's STAR co-responder program. The mayor says the city can't arrest its way out of the current crime wave. The causes, he says, are complex, from easy access to illegal guns to cheap fentanyl. And he says the solutions will involve all levels of government and everyone in the Denver community.
We have to move in with the best tools we can and the best knowledge we have to try to solve some of these challenges right now.
After 2 shootings, a stabbing, and 4 deaths in one weekend, Mayor Michael Hancock issued a call to action.
It's going to take all of us at every level to bring the necessary resources to bear. We can't solve these issues with law enforcement alone.
He laid out a sweeping plan to, among other things, target additional hotspots where police partner with neighborhood leaders, increase community outreach teams, hire more officers, and open a new center where police can take low-level offenders with mental illness and drug addiction instead of jail.
Somewhere they can be assessed, where we could have a mental health clinician to really look at what's going on here so that it didn't end up in a booking in jail where they're just out hours later.
Armando Soldate, Denver's new public safety manager, says without treatment, those offenders often escalate. But some people, he says, belong behind bars and are being released. Last fall, I reported on how Denver County judges were releasing thousands of defendants in violent felonies on zero bond, leading to bond reform legislation at the state capitol. The city is tracking that, as well as how its courts are assessing risk.
We cannot allow people who represent a public safety risk to be back on our streets. And now I'm not going to allow this to continue to happen on my watch. We're going to remain focused on addressing these problems until they're solved.
The mayor's public safety plan also includes more mental health and drug abuse treatment for those who are in jail and more support for those transitioning out of jail to help prevent them from reoffending. Live in Denver, Sean Boyd covering Colorado First.
Sean, we will see how it all plays out. Thank you. Well, the mayor's plan will likely be welcome news to one business owner. He says